Hello everyone and welcome to this quick start guide on how to get started with GoHighLevel. We're going to give you some of the key points of the platform showing you absolute essentials you need in order to get up and running. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the features, don't worry because we're going to break it down into simple, manageable steps. So let's dive in. Also, if you want to follow along with me, you could check out the link down below in the description and sign up for a free 14-day trial for GoHighLevel. Now, as you know at this point that you have your GoHighLevel account, you have a sidebar which you have most of the features or functionalities of GoHighLevel. Now you have your agency dashboard, and this is where you're supposed to see your metrics. Think of your agency dashboard as your mission control for your entire business. This is where you're going to see the big picture numbers, such as your total client, your revenue, and your key performance indicators. But before you start enjoying these metrics, you'll need to complete the setup guide in the Launchpad. As you can see right here, we'll need to connect to Stripe. In order to complete the 3-step setup, you can click on Connect Stripe. Now, of course, this goes without saying that you'll need a Stripe account in order to enjoy the services of GoHighLevel. And as we clicked on Connect to Stripe, it's taken us to our settings. Now you can see Connect to your Stripe account. Go ahead and click on it. But before you do take note of the red written recommendation right here. It says, once connected, the Stripe account cannot be changed later. Now this is important, so you'll need to be sure of the specific Stripe account which you're connecting. It's recommended to use a new Stripe account dedicated to high-level earnings. Well, we can go ahead and click on Connect your Stripe account. Now this will take you to a new tab where you can click on Connect or create a new account. You can go ahead from here and set up your Stripe account. Now when that's done, you're going to go over to your Launchpad, and this is the 3-step setup which we talked about. Now here, if you're just starting as we have it right here, you can see the setup progress. For the foundational setup, we're currently on a 10% level. We'll need to add a brand logo, set up API domain, set up white label domain, set up email services, phone services, create and load snapshot, and create a sub account. Now we've had this account this way so you can follow along in what you'll be seeing as a new user. Then the next setup is the lead generation guide. Now here, you can use automated prospecting strategies to identify, engage, and convert potential clients. So this is something you want to go through. And of course, you have your billing and revenue guide. And by the way, of course, this is why it was important to connect your Stripe. Because if you're doing business or earning, you will want to have your funds transferred into a receiving account, and that's where Stripe comes in. Now, when all of this is done, you'll be making progress in getting started. Now, in general, the most important thing to know here is the sidebar on the left. This is the main navigation, as we might have mentioned earlier. Now here we have sub accounts. Now this is where you manage all of your clients. Now each sub account is a dedicated workspace for one of your clients' businesses. We'll be spending most of our time here as GoHighLevel users. Now, in order to create your first sub account, you'll need to go over to the top right corner, click on Create Sub Account. Now, this will bring up a nice pop-up where you have what GoHighLevel calls snapshot templates. Now, snapshot templates is basically a way of GoHighLevel helping you to choose templates connected closely to the client you're dealing with. As you can see, you have accounting firm, affiliate marketing agency, auto body and painting, bakery, automotive detailing, and the list goes on and on. And this means that you don't need to start from scratch in order to work with a new company. However, if you want to do it from scratch, you have the option to select a blank snapshot. But for this tutorial, we'll be choosing one of the templates to help ourselves out. So let's go ahead and choose dental. Now, once you hover over it, you're going to see two options. You have select and continue, and you have setup guide. We're going to click on setup and continue. And so here we're going to enter our client's business details. For this tutorial, we'll be using a random example. We have this example, we're going to choose this one, and we're going to fill in some details for this client. Now, since we've been able to add all of these, we'll be able to add sub account. We're going to click on this button right here. And there we have our Central Park Dentistry sub-account added, and this is a client account we will be managing. Now, if you want to follow along with me, don't forget to check out the link below in the description and sign up for a free 14-day trial for GoHighLevel. Now, in order to switch to this account, you can simply come over to switch to sub-account, or you could go over to the top left corner, click here to switch. And once you click on it, it's going to show you all the accounts which you have, and you can see the new sub-account which we added right here. Now, let's say we want to switch to a sub-account. We're going to click on it. And right here, you can see on the left sidebar, remember earlier we mentioned that your left sidebar will be the main navigation area or your functions for your usage. So currently we're on a sub-account for a different company, and you can see Launchpad, Dashboard, Conversations. Now under Conversations, this is your client's unified inbox. It combines all their communications, such as text messages, emails, social media, and even phone calls into one place. This makes it incredibly easy to manage leads and respond quickly. Then you also have opportunities. Now in opportunities, this is your client CRM. It's a visual pipeline that shows where every lead is in the sales process. You can drag and drop leads into stages like new lead, contacted, and deal won. And this gives a clear overview of the sales pipeline. As you can see, this is exactly what you'll be having as a new user. We're going to be clicking on Create a New Pipeline. And as you can see, it says Create Your First Pipeline. We're going to click on Create New Pipeline. We're going to give this pipeline a name and stage name. As you can see, we gave it a pipeline name and a stage name, and we're going to click on Save. And now we have it registered. Now, when we go over to the Opportunities tab, we can see cold email clients, and currently there are 0 opportunities. Now, in order to add an opportunity, let's say we want to get new clients by sending cold emails to about 50 prospective clients. Now we're going to click on Add Opportunity at the top right corner, or of course you can import it as you may wish. Now, if you choose import, you can go ahead and start importing objects from your contact or opportunities. Now, away from opportunities, we also have marketing on the left side of our sub account. Now, this is where you get to manage all marketing efforts. You can send email broadcasts, create social media posts, and design marketing campaigns. Then you also have automation, and this is the most powerful part of GoHighLevel. In this section, this is where you get to build workflows. Now, a workflow is a series of automated actions that triggers based on certain events. For example, when a new lead fills out a form, you can create a workflow that automatically sends them a text message, an email, and adds them to the sales pipeline. Now, one more thing we'd like to show you is what you can do while you're in the agency. Remember to switch to agency, and once you're in the agency, you can go over to your app marketplace. The app marketplace is a great place to get additional apps to help you seamlessly improve your workflow. All you'll need to do is to come over here and search for apps like Twilio. With your Twilio, you can enjoy two-way texting, MMS, voicemail drops, and voice calls directly inside GoHighLevel. You also have Zapier, and of course we mentioned earlier Stripe, which is a great option right here for payment processing. So that's all we can take for now on getting started with GoHighLevel. The best way to learn is really to jump in and start playing around with it. Get your hands in the dirt and don't be afraid to click on things and explore. And if you haven't signed up yet, you can check out the link down below in the description and sign up for a free 14-day trial on GoHighLevel. This will give you more than enough time to get more familiar with the platform. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.